Hey everyone. Taiwan semiconductor manufacturing is thriving as a result of rising effectiveness of artificial intelligence, creating a boom in demand for semiconductors. It's also benefiting as a result of the growing market in smartphones that's rebounding now in 2024. Still, there are some headwinds to Taiwan Semiconductor that's bringing down its valuation, most notably the geopolitical risks. I'm going to consider all of that in my stock price prediction here for Taiwan Semiconductor stock for 2024. I'm going to incorporate all of those issues, its earnings per share outlook for 2025, its current valuation multiple to make my stock price prediction. So let's get right into it. Hey everyone, I wanted to take a moment to thank the sponsor of this video. Moomoo is a trading platform that allows individuals to buy and sell stocks and other investments. I posted the link to Moomoo in the description below. If you use that link to sign up to Moomoo, it'll help support my channel, but more importantly, you can get special incentives for using my link, including up to extra 10 free stocks. All right, so like I highlighted, one of the numbers I'm going to need to make my stock price prediction for Taiwan Semiconductor in 2024 is its earnings per share outlook for 2025. That's because I'm going to use the forward PE multiple to make the stock price prediction, and so I need the earnings per share 1 year ahead. I'm getting those numbers from Yahoo Finance, where they collect the consensus from Wall Street analysts that make their earnings per share estimates for Taiwan Semiconductor stock. As of right now, the current estimate is that Taiwan Semiconductor is going to deliver $8.26 in earnings per share in 2025. That's up notably from $7.88 they were expecting 90 days ago. So analysts on Wall Street continuously revise these earnings per share expectations. As more data trickles in, they up their financial models, just like I'm doing here, and they make their new earnings per share estimate. The collection of those estimates has been increasing over the last 90 days, suggesting growing optimism on Wall Street for Taiwan Semiconductor's earnings expectations in 2025. Another estimate I'm going to need to make my stock price prediction is Taiwan Semiconductor's forward price to earnings ratio, and as of this recording, that number is 1998. Now you can see this number is up slightly in recent days, but down from peak levels it reached a couple of weeks ago. I also need Taiwan Semiconductor's current share price, where it's trading at $165 per share as of this recording. All right, so now that we have all the numbers we need to make the estimate, we can go ahead and jump into the financial model where I make the prediction. As you'll notice here, the earnings per share estimate of $8.26 is the number I retrieved from Yahoo Finance that collects Wall Street analysts' estimates. The forward price to earnings of 1998 I got from Y Charts, which suggests their current forward PE multiple is slightly below 20. If everything stays the same, its PE multiple stays the same, and the earnings per share expectations stay the same, then Taiwan Semiconductor stock price could reach $165 per share by the end of this year. Now that would be a disappointment because that's where the stock price is trading at right now, $165 per share. So that would mean flat to slightly down for 2024. That's obviously not where I expect Taiwan Semiconductor stock to be. Considering that I have Taiwan Semiconductor stock rated as a buy, I expect the stock price to increase between now and the end of the year. If the forward PE multiple were to increase to 22, then the stock price could rise to $181 per share. At a forward PE of 25, the stock price could reach $206 per share. However, if the stock price valuation multiple falls to 15, then the stock price could fall to $123 per share. You might ask, well, that's not possible. How could it fall by that much? Well, remember in the beginning of the video when I talked about geopolitical risks? If that situation worsens between China and Taiwan and the US, that triangle, and that makes things worse for Taiwan Semiconductor, that could cause the forward PE multiple to fall to 15. It might even cause the forward PE multiple to fall even further. So there is considerable downside risk for Taiwan Semiconductor given that geopolitical risk. That's a massive downside potential. It's a small probability event, but if that event happens, that would be a huge downside. So small probability, with a big magnitude loss if it does happen. I have to incorporate that into my valuation because there is a chance, it's a non-zero chance it happens. However, that's not my base case scenario, and I acknowledge it's not a probable scenario. It's just one that I have considered in my multiple analysis. I suspect the forward PE multiple to drift higher as the year progresses, and I expect the earnings per share expectations to also continue increasing as the year progresses. All of the numbers I'm seeing from the companies that Taiwan Semiconductor is supplying are that they're seeing demand increasing and they are spending more to fulfill that demand. Additionally, Taiwan Semiconductor hinted that they have some pricing power that they might exercise in the near term. And after all, Taiwan Semiconductor has invested billions in the next generation technology, which they have coming out at the end of 2025 or early 2026 as the market starts to anticipate those latest technologies, as Taiwan Semiconductor starts to reveal customer demand for those technologies. I suspect that will drive up earnings per share expectations and valuation multiples for Taiwan Semiconductor towards the end of the year. So to make my base case, or to give you my price target for Taiwan Semiconductor stock by the end of this year, I suspect the stock price will be somewhere in the range of $177 per share to $187 per share by the end of this year, which is considerable upside from the current share price of $165 per share. Before I let you go, don't forget to take advantage of that bonus for using my link to sign up to Moomoo. Did you know that over 90% of the people that watch my channel are not subscribed? It'll really help support my channel if you hit that subscribe button. And oh, by the way, one of the benefits of being subscribed is that I take requests from subscribers more often than I do from non-subscribers. So if you prefer that benefit, please subscribe to the channel.